All my friends say forget her. Go out and have some fun. But they've got no idea of all the damage that she's done. Her memory is killing me. This pain has got to end. So Jack and Jim, come on in. It's unhappy hour again. Bartender, please, one more of these, and keep them coming till I tell you when. It's unhappy hour again. On every bar stool sits a good old boy like me, drinking to forget that girl who haunts his memory. It's hard to hide the hurt inside, and so I pretend. Let's make it clear, she's why I'm here. It's unhappy hour again. Bartender, please, one more of these, and keep them coming till I tell you when. It's unhappy hour again. Oh, a heart that's broken ain't easy to fix. And when you love someone, it's hard to call it quits. Her love for me is history, and so the story ends. So raise your glass, here's to the past. It's unhappy hour again. Old Jack and Jim, come on in. It's unhappy hour again. Unhappy hour again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flagging, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime heavy. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance, staring from across the room, looking like Dance on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot, jukebox, when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back, like a Kodak. And I'm smiling, cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I'll see my chance, staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you.
That is the Friday anthem song for New Music Friday. Her name is Shayna G, and that is called Hello Friday. And before that, my friend Ron Jenkins with Unhappy Hour again. Hopefully I'll make you happy for the next 3 hours. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. And we are live on our YouTube channel at KICR Indie Country Radio as well. We got a chat room going on. Come over there and say hello, and you're going to be able to hear New Country's Best through your speakers and speakers as well. So it's going to be a fun night on the radio. I've got a couple of great radio interviews for you tonight. Miss Nicole Witt, originally from Springfield, Missouri, is going to join me on the program in the first hour. In hour number 2, my good friend Jody Medford going to be on the program tonight. So you'll get to hear their stories behind the songs and lots of new country music on the radio. That is what we're all about. And enjoy the next 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. We'll help you get your weekend started right. And you need to stay in this weekend. Going to be really hot here in Branson. You can check out the full weekly weather forecast on the homepage of our website as well. We want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the other stations that replay this program. We have great ones on board like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be also from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio, Texas, LakeParadiseRecords.net, a great Sony Orchard record label, CanyonStar.tv. We are also on our YouTube channel, like I mentioned, at KICR Indie Country Radio. You can check us out on streaming services like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, and Apple Podcast. Anywhere you stream music, just search The Tim Kelly Show. This next artist was a former American Idol contestant. He's my good friend Alex Miller. He has been a guest on my program a couple of times, and he's got a brand new song out called My Daddy's Dad on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Born in 1947, a prayer sent down from heaven, the only child his parents ever had. In the heart of old Kentucky, he grew up an opera junkie, and I'm the one who's lucky to call him my daddy's dad. By the time he was 11, he'd found his obsession, cutting burley they raised in the field out back. While he was still a young man, he inherited the farmland. He stood 10 feet tall in his overalls. That's my daddy's dad. He's the reason why I play and sing. To me, that old man means everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. At 26 he married, and soon my Nana carried the only son they would ever have. They named that baby Roger, and he became my father. A stubborn man with an iron hand, just like my daddy's dad. He's the reason why I play and sing. To me, that old man means everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. He always dreamed I'd be a big star. He bought me my first guitar, a 6-string with a homemade leather strap. Music was his passion, and it's funny how life happens. The biggest fan I'll ever have, that's my daddy's dad. Mending fences and forgiveness, pulling weeds and common sense. Life lessons that he taught me, someday I'm gonna miss. The reason why I play and sing, to me that old man means everything. Yeah, growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. Yeah, growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. Love you, GB.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Your eyes gave you away. It was no surprise. I knew something had changed. How could you treat me like a fantasy, then pull the rug out from under me and leave me in the dark, thinking it would break my heart? I ain't no saint for neither of you. I'm so tired of your truth. Good luck with what's her name. When you mess up, guess who's to blame? You'll make it easy to believe you're somebody I don't need. If there's anything I've learned, I'm someone you don't deserve. One day you'll know what you've missed. Yeah, someday you want us back again. And when you wanna run back to me, guess where I'm not gonna be? You made your bed. I'll forgive but won't forget. I ain't no saint for neither of you. I'm so tired of your truth.
with what's her name. When you mess up, guess who's to blame? You make it easy to believe you're somebody I don't need. If there's anything I've learned, I'm someone you don't deserve. Someone you don't deserve.
Her name is McKenna Faith Winters, and that is the first song that she wrote all by herself. That is called Someone You Don't Deserve. Brand new music here on New Music Friday. My good friend McKenna Faith Winters, who is now all of 16 years young. Congratulations on the new song, and we're going to be rocking it on the country radio programs all over the world tonight. 10 stations on board. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. We sure do appreciate it. This next artist is going to be live with me in July. You might want to check him out as well in the meantime, but July 18th, we're going to have a great radio interview with Ely Buck Davis. He is from Texas, and his single is called Grocery Bill, right here on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on a New Music Friday.
Would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. Or would you want to split the grocery bill with me? I talked to God and he said it'd be alright. Ain't living in sin when the cost of living's high. I'll pay the dues, I'll love on you until the sand and my hourglass is gone and I lose grip of your hand. So would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. Or would you want to split the grocery bill with me? When you're not here and I'm not over there, I daydream of your presence, wonder the length that I could bear. We broke the rules, we made a fool out of ordinary life. I'll save the Sunday paper when it reads you are my wife. So would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. Or would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Sound is forevermore sweet. A child with my father's name running in bare feet. There'll be tests, we'll do our best, and everything in between. If you help me to a stance, my dear, I'll give you a place to lean. If you help me to a stance, my dear, I'll give you a place to lean. So would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. Or would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Or would you want to split the grocery bill with me?
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I'm not one to be starstruck, if only I had such love. But if he ever walked through these doors, I'd have to make sure I fell into his arms. I could fall right into George's arms. There's always hope, I'm a sucker for his charms. The humble boy, his smile, and his dimpled baby face makes my heart pick up the pace. Oh, I could fall right into George's arms. Just one look and he'd steal my breath away. That's all it would take to send me into a daze. He'd tip his hat and say, howdy, man. I could fall right into George's arms. There's always hope, I'm a sucker for his charms. That humble boy, his smile, and his dimpled baby face makes my heart pick up the pace. Oh, I could fall right into George's arms. I can't tell you how many times I was a leading lady in pure country, so dancing in a crowded room with his arms around me. Just to wake up in George's arms, what a lucky woman she must be. He's on the silver screen, oh what a dream. By golly, he's the only man for me. I could fall right into George's arms. There's always hope, I'm a sucker for his charms. The humble boy, his smile, and his dimpled baby face makes my heart pick up the pace. Oh, I could fall right into George's arms. Oh, I could fall right into George's arms.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. We are live tonight on this New Music Friday, and have a great interview with my good friend Nicole Witt, who is originally from Springfield, Missouri. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Tim, I'm doing great.
Good to have you on the program, man. We haven't talked in a while, and we actually got to meet you when you performed last time in Springfield, so that was a treat, too.
I know. It was so fun to actually get to meet you in person and your wife and hang out with them. So.
We enjoyed the show you put on, too, at Southbound Bar and Grill, and you're going to be there in a little over a week, so that's good stuff.
Yeah, June 30th we'll be back in Springfield, so cannot wait.
Yeah, we'll definitely come over there and see you. It's going to be a fun night, and we've known each other for a little bit, but for the folks that didn't hear our first radio interview, tell us a little bit about your story in country music. I know you've written a bunch of songs for famous artists, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but how did you kind of get started?
You know, I always, I was raised on country music. My dad, always had it playing in the house, and my grandparents were bluegrass musicians. I never got to meet them, but I play my grandpa's fiddle every single night on stage, and so it's kind of in my blood. There was kind of no avoiding it, and I grew up loving it, and then started writing in high school and got real serious about it, I guess after college, and I was like, I've got to move to Nashville. that is the spot. And so I joined the Nashville Songwriters Association, the NSAI, and they started flying me up to Nashville to perform in some of their symposiums, and I went through their song camps. And, after that I was like, well, I got to move there and give it a shot, and I have never looked back.
Yeah, that is awesome. And you just did CMA Fest a couple of weeks ago. That's a big deal in Nashville, I know, and I got a lot of friends that are members of that NSIA that you talked about too, and great songwriters, and they collaborate a lot with each other and listen to this program, so that's always cool. I love when that happens.
Yeah, it's an organization that is all over the country and frankly the world, but it really is a great spot for local musicians and songwriters to gather, to meet co-writers, to learn, to, it just is, I can't say enough about NSAI. So, yeah, it's a great organization.
Good stuff. You have written for the big names: George Strait, 60 #1 hits, Lee Brice, Rodney Atkins, Jana Kramer, Terry Clark, Lauren Elena, a bunch of others. And, specifically George Strait I want to talk about for just a second, because when you were at Southbound, I remember one particular song that you wrote for him called Brothers of the Highway. And about 7 or 8 years ago, a buddy of mine came out with of his version of that song. His name's Tony Justice, and he did the duet with Aaron Tippin. You may have seen it. It's all over YouTube.
I love Tony Justice, and yes, I'm very aware of that cut. That song, I wrote it for my dad because my dad worked for Roadway Express for 32 years.
That's right.
And so, yeah, Tony and Aaron did a version of it. Balsam Range did a version of it, and now my own band, 615 Collective, has just recorded a version of it, and it's actually at country radio as we speak, and it's getting some momentum on secondary country radio right now. So it's 615 Collective version of Brothers of the Highway.
That is awesome. Man, that's a great song. You did a killer job writing that one, and they've all done killer good performing it too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yep. The king of country music.
Yeah. And Tony and Aaron sound like brothers when they do it.
Oh, I know. Tony's such a great guy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
The great Lee Brice, Allie Colleen and him just performed a duet together, and her and Sarah, his wife, wrote the song. But Lee Brice got married here in Branson about 7 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, Lee has been a friend of mine. We started writing together when we were both over at Curb Records, and he is kind of like one of my favorite songwriters and artists and humans, and his wife is awesome as well. And yeah, they got married at Top of the Rock there. So.
Yeah, that is awesome. I love that place, boy. I love golf and I love fishing too. I'm in the right area, aren't I?
Yeah, I would say. I would say so.
And so we sure do love Branson. It's going to be a treat seeing you here in Springfield in the Branson area. You go to Branson, I think, the very next night after Southbound, so you'll be there. Tell us about that one, too.
Yeah, so it's actually the night before, so it's Saturday, and this is going to be an interesting one because, I'm performing a concert at the Sun Theater at 7, but I do a lot of mentoring, right? So I work with a lot of up-and-coming artists and songwriters, so I'm going to actually be facilitating a workshop, and that's at 3 o'clock that same afternoon on June 29th at the Meadows Theater, and it's all ages, whoever is interested in the area. I know there'll be some NSAI folks there, but it's going to be a 2-hour workshop, and we're going to be talking about all things songwriting.
That is going to be awesome. Man, you're doing a great service helping these young folks keep country music alive, bluegrass and traditional country music. It's all in there, and so that's awesome thing.
Thanks, Tim. I really love bringing the next generation, bringing them into it, and hopefully, I'm hoping to, impact them, and I'm hoping to learn a bunch from them. I love writing with new writers and artists because they have such a approach to their writing and fresh ideas and all that. So I love it.
That is awesome. Let me ask you this too. You got a brand new single coming out. It's not released yet, but I'm going to let you talk a little bit about that.
I do. So this is a song, it's a special one to me. I wrote it with a guy, a Texas troubadour, Walt Wilkins, and a guy here in Nashville that heads up Anthem Entertainment, Gilles Godard. And it was in 2011, a bluegrass band, Balsam Range, cut it, and it eventually made it on the ballot for Song of the Year of the IBMAs that year, and it won. And it's a song called Trains I Missed. And you know, I talk about it because I've missed so many trains and in my life, things I thought that I was destined to do and I was supposed to do. And you know what? The man upstairs had some different ideas for me, and I am so glad that I missed those trains, because it's a song kind of about gratitude and about being kind of in the spot you're supposed to be in. And so that song, I cut my own version, and it's coming out next week. It's June 28th, and it's called Trains I Missed. And I would love for everybody to take a peek at it. It's a special song. So.
Well, it's definitely, as soon as it's released, we'll be playing it on the radio. You just send it to me, and we'll get it right on the air, and we'll put it on Triple Play Thursday and New Music Friday. How about that?
I will, Tim. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, speaking of trains, there is a cool train track down in front of the Branson Landing. It's called the Branson Scenic Railway, and for my 50th birthday, I got a surprise ticket to that train, and it's a dinner and a train ride. We got a 4-course dinner, included prime rib, the whole thing, and that train takes you down into Arkansas, and then it just goes in reverse and comes back. So you don't have to turn around or nothing. Boy, that was a really neat thing. The Branson Scenic Railways, that's a train I wouldn't want to miss either.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I would to do that. So.
Yeah, if you never have done it, it is a fun little ride. It takes about 2.5 hours too. It's quite a deal.
Well, that's cool. Huh.
So yeah, and there's so much, you know, that to do here in Branson. Away from music, there's fishing and all kinds of shows to go to. We're the live show capital of the world, and you know, folks come here from all over the world to see these live shows and be entertained.
I love the Ozarks. You know, Springfield is my home, and there is so much fantastic music there. And frankly, my teachers in high school and junior high even, they impacted my musical journey so much. I cannot even tell you how important this area has been to my whole musical journey. So
absolutely. You know, there's so much talent out there, and I feel like I just scratched the surface of it too, doing this 3-hour show a couple of times a week. And then we got all these talent show competitions, you know, American Idol, The Voice, America's Got Talent. And there's a lot of great local talent, though, isn't there, here in Springfield? You're one of those. We got Danny Terrell, we got Chelsea James I've met, and just Jake Springer, just so many.
So many.
Yeah. So it is definitely out there, and the love for country music is stronger than it ever has been, I think.
I agree. It's all over the world, you know. It's see, so.
And the women of country are just killing it right now, you included.
Yep. Killing it. Just really exciting to see all that, and yeah, so it was very apparent at CMA Fest. So.
Now, when you came last year to Southbound Bar and Grill, and you're going to do it again, you're bringing your daughter. Boy, she's talented as well. She got that from you, I guarantee you.
Well, thank you. She you know, she's been doing it. She went to a college and studied musical theater and all that, but the past year or two has gotten on this country bandwagon, and she just released her first single a few weeks ago called Tequila and You, and played the CMA Fest, and she's going to be with me Friday night in Houston, Missouri, Saturday night in Branson, and Sunday in Springfield. So,
ooh, man, that would be quite a triple play. Do a mom and daughter thing. I'd love to do that. I'd love to have her radio stuff, or radio singles. We'll definitely play them too.
Well, that's awesome. I'll have her send them your way.
You got it. Now, you know, I'm a great fan of a ballad in country music, so this first song we're going to play, I saw the video to it, and so we have this TV channel called Indie Country Television. I added it to the TV channel as well, so it's playing 24/7 when we're not on the radio. Folks can check out that video, but it's called If It Ain't With You. Tell us about this one.
You know, this is it's a love song, and I've had several people, you know, play it at their weddings. It's like their first dance at their weddings and that sort of thing. And yeah, I mean, it's just about finding the one, and so yeah, thank you so much for playing it.
Absolutely. We had an artist, his name's Jonathan Lynn. One of his original songs was played at our wedding. Me and my wife in October will be celebrating our 3rd wedding anniversary, and we got married in Kimberling City, overlooking the Kimberling City Bridge that goes over to Lampe on the other side. And so that was a great venue that we had, and we had a bunch of smoked barbecue for the wedding. It was actually a barbecue restaurant that had this big, nice patio, and we had lunch there one day, and we said, man, this would be a cool place for a venue for a wedding, and so they let us have the patio. But, yeah, you never forget the songs that are played at your wedding, do you? So if you make one of those, that's going to get spun quite a bit.
Well, it's something that, is very personal, obviously, and it's become a love song for some other folks. So I love that. That
is awesome. I love it too, and the folks are going to love it after we play it here in just a second. Her name is Nicole Witt. We'll come back and talk with her some more on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. Let's play If It Ain't With You on this New Music Friday.
Sorry, baby, that it took this long to figure out what was going on. I didn't know that I felt this way. Words can't really say all the things that you mean to me, all the beautiful that I see. You're my everything, honestly. And I don't wanna dance if it ain't with you. I don't wanna fly if this thing ain't true. I don't wanna run in this world alone without you here. I don't wanna waste one single breath. I don't wanna look back and have regrets. I don't wanna love with all my heart if it ain't with you. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. If I'm the one, make me believe. Don't be afraid to show me all of you. Come on and bare your soul. Promise you that I won't let go. Right now there's only one thing that I know. I don't wanna dance if it ain't with you. I don't wanna fly if this thing ain't true. I don't wanna run in this world alone without
All right, that is Nicole Witt, her latest single, one of them, a great ballad, If It Ain't With You. And again, you can check out the video to that on our TV channel. That is ICTV, Indie Country Television, and that tab is at the top of the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Fantastic song. I love that in the video, this couple dancing around right in front of the fireplace, too. That is awesome.
Yeah, that was filmed by my other daughter, who is she's in film school, and that's kind of what she is wanting to do, is shoot videos, and so she has done all of my videos on my YouTube channel.
That is awesome. You got one song on there that has a really neat car involved in it. I thought it was a Ferrari at first, but it's a Corvette. Man, it looked like a Ferrari. That's a neat car.
It was a Stingray. We rented it out in Vegas and shot that, so...
That is awesome. So you got some great videos to your music. Nicole Witt, go check her out, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll get your social media here in just a little bit. But let's talk a little bit more about your songwriting. Now, you do bluegrass, too, and that is a neat genre. I know Rhonda Vincent, we met her at Silver Dollar City during the bluegrass and barbecue that they have out there every year. And she moved to Lake Ozark, Missouri. She's married to Herb. He's a good cook, too, and a good fisherman. But that's a neat genre too, bluegrass. How did your interest kind of start in bluegrass too?
Well, I mean, I think my grandparents, were. Yeah, and even though I didn't get to meet them, there's legendary stories about their traveling bluegrass band, and my dad was a square dancer in the Ozark Jubilee show.
Oh, okay.
And so, that's a huge part of my history. And Trains I Miss was the very first bluegrass cut that we got, and then by Balsam Range, and then Brothers of the Highway was cut by Daleen Vincent. So those are the kind of the two biggest bluegrass cuts that I have.
Well, there you go. Man, I love that too. And you're one quarter of the superstar group, the 615 Collective, and that's out of Nashville because everything 615, that's their area code. So that's a cool name. I love that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. That's kind of growing. We're doing a bunch of touring this year, kind of all over the country. We're playing Vegas, the big July 4th thing out there, and we're playing just kind of some big festivals and that sort of thing. So it's definitely a lot of fun, and it's kind of become kind of like a little big town, to be honest. It's a really cool stage show, lots of energy, and it's fun. So
that is awesome. You're a lot of fun to talk to every time we get together. It's like talking to a friend, man. When you get to meet the artist in person, that sure gives you a different perspective, and you're just original, and you're just you on stage, and that's what we want to hear. Is something fresh and something new. A lot of these artists, their kids and grandkids are making country music now. Your daughter's doing it, so she can't be mom. She has to be herself, doesn't she?
That's right.
Yeah, that's already been done.
That's all right.
And speaking of some of these talent competitions, we're playing Loretta Lynn's granddaughter and Emmy Russell and some of those on the radio. And Goldie Hawn's daughter, Kate Hudson, the actress, is making country music now. Can you believe it?
I saw that. So
isn't that neat?
It is neat. And I'll tell you what, Loretta's granddaughter is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, my, amazing. So...
And, they've got this Twitty and Lynn thing going on with Conway's grandson, too, so that's awesome. And a great St. Louis Cardinals pitcher, Adam Wainwright, was at Hammons Field here in Springfield just a few weeks ago, putting on a great concert, too. And I just happened to be scrolling through YouTube one day, and I'm like, is that the Adam Wainwright that was the pitcher? And sure enough, he's making country music. So.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, he's big time with the St. Louis Cardinals, and, he just performed here in Springfield just not too long ago. So, we sure look forward to your performance at Southbound Bar and Grill, and again, let me pop over there and we'll get the date for everybody. Let me see here. I think that's June 30th. Yep. And that's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time, so we're going to hop over there and say hey to you.
That would be amazing. I cannot wait for that show.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. And again, we'll get some pictures together and put those on our social media pages. And speaking of that, let's tell your social media so folks can find you.
Sure. Well, my website can take everybody everywhere, but it's NicoleWitt.com, and it's NicoleWitt.com. WITT, so there's no H. I always say there's no H's, but NicoleWitt.com, and then Instagram is Nicole Witt Music. In fact, all my handles, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, they're all Nicole Witt Music.
Awesome. That is fantastic, and you are fantastic. Thank you for a great radio interview tonight, and we look forward to hearing your daughter on this program as well with her brand new single when it comes out. So we'll be definitely spinning that for her.
Well, thanks, Tim. What a great interview, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.
Same here. Breathe Mama, tell us about this one.
Well, Breathe Mama, that's a very real song. That I wrote for my daughter Ashlyn, and it's just kind of a mother's heart. It's your kid, going from baby to an adult, and just all the feelings that a mom has about that. So
I love it. Been playing it since it was released. It's a great, great song. You're a great artist, and keep doing your thing, and we'll see you on the radio, and we'll see you in person here in a little over a week or so.
Sounds great, Tim. Thank you.
You bet. Her name is Nicole Witt. This is the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
That girl was born wind on wheels, burning down a dirt road and training wheels with her pigtails flying. Fist in the air, mouth of back talk, hit the ground running before she could walk. Had something to prove and nothing to lose. Breathe, mama, one breath at a time, one test at a time. You see, mama, you can't steal the fire from a firefly. She's free, just like you want her to be, mama. Hot pink nails, red lipstick, glove compartment crammed with parking tickets, too many to count. Smart as a whip, won't take no lip from silly boys. You don't listen to it at 16. Well, she knows everything. So breathe, mama, one breath at a time, one test at a time. You see, mama, you can't steal the fire from a firefly. She's free, just like you want her to be, mama. But the world's gonna be what the world's gonna be. She's gonna have to learn that for herself, you know. With a wild heart hoping, there she goes. So breathe, mama. You can't step in, you can't stop time. You see, mama, she's got your stubborn and her daddy's eyes. She's free, just like you taught her to be. Oh, she's free, just like you prayed she would be.
best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Got some news you didn't want to hear. Feels like your foundation is shaking. I booked us some seats, a trip. You and me need a little warm breeze inspiration. And Malibu is looking like a sunshine healer. We'll let our toes in the sand, drink in our hand, give this past year the middle finger. Every breath is a gift, every sunset a kiss. And all I wanna do is run away with you on a night like this. Every day is a song, and as long as I live, all I wanna do is run away with you on a night like this. On a night like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Babe, here we are with a sky full of stars. Wanna breathe you in for a moment. Coming around the surf and the sounds and the moon, setting fire to the ocean. Every breath is a gift, every sunset a kiss. All I wanna do is run away with you on a night like this. Every day is a song, and as long as I live, all I wanna do is run away with you on a night like this. On a night like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. I see it in your smile, and I see it in your eyes. Let's run away every day for the rest of our lives. Oh, every breath is a gift, every sunset a kiss. All I wanna do is run away with you on a night like this. Every day is a song, and as long as I live, baby, all I wanna do is run away with you on a night like this. 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 A night like
Her name is Nicole Witt, and it was a pleasure to have her on the Tim Kelly Show on a night like this. I love her music, and if you want to go see Nicole Witt, Southbound Bar and Grill on the 30th of June, meet me over there. How about it? We'll see you on the radio and in the meantime, and we'll also see you at Southbound Bar and Grill June 30th. Her show's going to take the stage at 7 p.m. Central Time. If you guys are listening from Springfield, Missouri, and I know a bunch of you do on Zeno FM, listen to the recorded shows, come over there and meet me and Nicole at Southbound Bar and Grill. We'll take pictures together and tell us where you're from and everything, and it'll be a great time. And we had a great time tonight talking to Nicole Witt. Nicole Witt Music on all of her social media. Go check her out. She is fantastic. And go see her band in the live show, too, the Big 615 Collective. This is the second hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. I am broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and I'm also live on our YouTube channel over at KICR Indie Country Radio. Come check out this Face for Radio, and I've got a lot of great songs coming up, and I tagged a bunch of artists in it, so let's get to it. First of all, to get this hour started, how about an artist from Texas by the name of Danielle Johnson? This is called Some Horses on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
She's a tumbleweed on the West Texas plains, headed somewhere new with every wind change. Ain't ever been the kind to put down roots. Fire red hair and soft blue eyes, she'll pull you in with just a smile, have you in the palm of her hand. Like an old Mustang, she's just gotta run. Her in, you can't hold her down, you can't lay claim to uncharted ground. Gonna learn that she's just got her own. You'll love her hard and she'll leave you fast. Some things just ain't meant to last, so hold her while she's here and let her go. Love the restless kind, and girls that walk a different line. You stole my breath with your first hello. Yeah, we just met and my heart's already broke. You can't fence her in, you can't hold her down, you can't lay claim to uncharted ground. She's just got her own. You'll love her hard and she'll leave you fast. Some things just ain't meant to last, so hold her while she's here and let her go. Some horses ain't meant to be broke.
Country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country.
I think I'm going to celebrate the 4th of July shooting off a few fireworks.
Have a great 4th of July, but please leave the fireworks to the pros.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Out if he was the lucky one.
name is Amanda Keels. She is my good friend from Canada, and that is her latest single. It is called His Perception. We just wrapped up another great radio interview not too long ago. If you missed it, you can catch it on our archives page. It's the Tim Kelly Show Interview Archives tab on KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. After we're through with the radio shows live, we send all of the interviews over there so you can hear them again, and the music that we played during the interviews, and they are downloadable too, so the artists can share it on their social media and all of that good stuff. So that is awesome. Tim Kelly Show Interview Archives. Go check them out. There's some good ones on there. This next artist is Walker Montgomery. His latest single is called Leaving You're Leaving Behind on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
You've been gone, long gone for a while. I've tried to move on, but I can't get past your smile. Girl, I'm not over you, not by a million miles. Don't know if I'll ever leave your leaving behind. Find a little peace of mind. You set me free where I can't fly. I keep hoping and praying someday that I might leave your leaving behind. I know it's crazy to be standing at your door. I've stayed away till I can't take it anymore. Is there any way to be the way we were before? 'Cause I'm not sure I can leave your leaving behind. Find a little peace of mind. You set me free where I can't fly. I keep hoping and praying someday that I might leave your leaving behind. If you just say the word, I'll walk away from you. I'll admit that we are through. But if you feel the way I do, girl, leave your leaving behind. Help me find some peace of mind. Set me free where I can't fly. I've been hoping and praying someday that I might leave your leaving behind.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Felt like living and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me.
And this.
Hey pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world. You got beauty and health. That's a win, girl. take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be sad. With all the things that lift you up and everything that's brought you here, happiness can rise above and take away all your fears. Living life with love and hugs, not looking in the rearview mirror, letting go of all that was. Finally catch those falling tears. Don't worry about nothing, 'cause we ain't got it that bad. You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world, you got beauty and health. That's a win, girl. Take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be sad. If you feel like giving up, well, you should know we've all been there. It's not about what's in your cup, and just as long as something's there, live your life with hope and trust. Well, these arms are holding us. But if you feel like giving up, just know they're strong enough. But don't worry about nothing, 'cause we ain't got it that bad. You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world, you got beauty and health. That's a win, girl. Take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world, you got beauty and health. That's a win, girl. Take a look at yourself. Just take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be sad. If you feel like giving up, you should know we've all been there. It's not about what's in your cup, just as long as something's there.
His name is Jonathan Lynn. That is his brand new single. It is called Sad Girl, and we'll send that one out to Donna. She is traveling to South Carolina for the weekend, and we wish her a safe trip, and we'll see you back here on the radio next week. But she just popped in to say hello to us in our live chat room we got going on over on YouTube, and we love playing her music, Jonathan Lynn, her favorite music from Jonathan Lynn. That one is called Sad Girl. That's going to be one of my favorites, man. That is a really real well done song. That's all we play on the radio, isn't it? And that's why we can say New Country's best behind every song. I'm going to say it again behind this next talented young gentleman. He's got 2 songs out to radio. This is his latest one. It is called Make Her Love Me from Caden Wilson on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Daddy knows the answer to everything. How to skin a buck and wet a line and fix that truck to make it mine. But Daddy, there's something I need to know. I love a girl that don't love me. I know that I'd treat her like a queen. To me, that's exactly what she is. I pray one day she'll come around. I'd steal her heart if I knew how. So Daddy, can you please tell me, how do I make her love me? Well, I've done all that I know to do. held the door. I heard her cry about all them other guys, but I can't seem to make her mine. I love a girl that don't love me. I know that I treat her like a queen. To me, that's exactly what she is. I pray one day she'll come around. I'd steal her heart if I knew how. So Daddy, can you please tell me, how do I make her love me? I took her hand, she took my name, and now that she feels the same. I get to love a girl that now loves me. I always treat her like a queen, and cause to me that's exactly what she is. But now I finally made her mine. I love her till the day we die. Daddy, thank you for all your advice. I finally made her mine. Yeah, she's all mine.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Still young, chasing down her dreams. Wide-eyed and by your side, a girl so naive. He roped her in, put her under lock and key. Two can tame the wild when freedom runs through every vein. You can't rein the wind, it slips through your grasp. Just to hold her back. What he can't see is her reality. That's why I'm
is another great Canadian artist, and she is a good friend of mine, Alicia Eichel, and that is called Unbroken. That is the title track of her latest EP. It is fantastic. Go check her out. Alicia Eichel. Her last name is spelled A-I-C-H-E-L-L-E. Alicia Eichel and Unbroken. Well, we're going to get Jody Medford in here for another great live interview with me tonight. After we play one more song, we're going to do this next one from Jarvis Redd. It is R-E-D-D on the last name. This is called Hands of a Woman on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a New Music Friday.
She knows what she's doing. Her heart understands. She's my voice of reason, and I'm a far better man in the hands of a woman. You love, 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 oh so sweet. In the hands of a woman, there's a place for guys like me. I was lost, I was wondering, oh, the stories I could tell. I was forever running, and I slipped and I fell in the hands of a woman. You love, 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 oh so sweet. In the hands of a woman, there's a place for guys like me. When you feel that first touch, it'll take you so high. Oh, you'll wanna stay right there for the rest of your life. In the hands of a woman, oh, you love, love, oh, so sweet. In the hands of a woman, there's a place for guys like me. In the hands, in the hands, in the hands of a woman. Oh.
Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday, and I'm sure excited to play new music from this next gentleman. His name is Jody Medford. How are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing good, buddy. I hope you are.
I'm doing fantastic, and I appreciate your time tonight on this New Music Friday. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you playing our music. It's great to get it out to new people who haven't heard it, and we're always trying to release something new a couple times a year, a couple different things.
Absolutely, man. That's what we're all about. I try to get it out to radio as quick as we can, too.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I sure appreciate it.
You got it. We were talking off the air a lot about fishing. We're going to play one of your fishing songs called I'd Rather Be Fishing here in just a little bit. But you've also got something going on with an Oak Ridge Boys tribute band called American Made, and it's got its own Facebook page, too. And you got 4 guys, and I bet you do the parts of Elvira, the deep voice parts, right? There you go.
Yeah, I do, man. Yeah, that's it. I've always been a fan of Richard Sturban, so it was so fun to put this together, and I was blown away. The guys that I found, they do an excellent job, and I think we sound a lot like the Oaks. So I'm looking forward for everybody getting to hear us.
Man, I'd love to see that. And you mentioned Branson. You used to play here in Branson for about 8 years.
Yeah, I did. I was in 2 shows there for about 8 years, so I really had a good time. And it's a beautiful area. And you know me, I mean, I fish all the time, so that's a perfect place to live if you like to fish.
Oh, yeah. They got the Tri-Lakes area here going on. We got Bull Shows, Taneycomo, and Table Rock Lake all come together right here in Branson.
Oh, man, yeah. Beautiful place.
Love it. I got to see the Oak Ridge Boys live for my birthday last October the 11th. I had the pleasure of interviewing William Lee Golden on this program from the Oaks, the guy with the beard, and he's just fantastic. And then one of the last shows Joe Bonzel we got to see before he medically retired. That was amazing. They still sound great.
Yeah, they do. That's amazing when you can sing as good as you could when you were a bunch of kids just starting out like that. And I'm sure, you know, I was listening to we were practicing. We practice every week on their music, you know, because we're getting booked all over the country now to do our shows. And man, it's just, I was just thinking, man, I wonder when they release like Every Day if they got really excited, because you know it's a great song. Yeah. And I'm just like, all these songs, don't you know the excitement they had when they knew they had the next hit coming, you know? Oh, man, and that's just, you know, people know them, they just hear a few licks of the song and they know all the words, or even if you don't know all the words, you know, they're up there singing along. And Elvira, one of their biggest songs, and you just did the deep voice part to it, and Richard Sturbin's part, you know, everybody's standing during that song. The whole theater was standing. We were 5 rows back from front and center stage, and Elvira, biggest hit for them they probably ever had. So good stuff. I agree. Everybody knows that one, what Richard does, whether they know that song or not. You know, so it's pretty funny.
They've been doing it for a little over 50 years. How long have you been doing music, and what started country music for you?
You know, I started singing. I was with a gospel group that toured all over the country before I even got out of high school. Mm-hmm. And the Kingsman Quartet is a big name quartet in the Southern Gospel. And we opened up for them about everywhere they went. So it got us a lot of exposure. And then I got hired by Squire Parsons, who wrote the song Beulah Land. I got hired by Squire right out of high school. Then I went to Dollywood and sang with the Kingdom Heirs for a couple of years at Dollywood. Uh-huh. And then after that, I moved to Branson, and then so on, and started my own group. It was a really cool group. Everybody had a killer voice. It was called Whiteacre. And then out of that, I went on my own and did my own thing. So I've been doing that ever since.
Well, that is awesome, man. And I'm sure glad we met. We've done a couple of radio interviews in the past. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and I'm glad to have you back on the program. And we got some brand new music that you've been promoting here lately, one called Stop the Pain. We're going to play that as the third song tonight. That's going to kick off the top of the next hour. But that is a great song because there's so much pain in this world, and one of the biggest reasons I do this show and have done it for 12 years is to get people away from what's going on in the world and give them something great to listen to in the music industry, and expose some of this new talent that is out there like you and others.
Yeah, I sure appreciate it. Yeah, you're right, man. Music takes away a lot of anxiety and a lot of bad things going on. You can sort of escape from it for a little while, you know.
Certainly does. And of course, you know, people work hard and they love to play hard. And man, I'll tell you what, any day of the week, I'd rather be fishing. I know you would.
Oh, yeah, man, I tell you what, and on this video for this song that you're getting ready to play in a minute, I want to tell you, it was an honor to have Bill Dance on there with me. You know, Bill's a fishing legend, and I've been watching him ever since I was a kid. What an honor to have him in the video. And Larry Stewart, the lead singer for Restless Heart, he was I got to go hang out at his house and film him some scenes for the video. And my buddy Turtle Man's on there with me, and you know, the late Jeff Cook, you know, one of the founding members of Alabama, you know, he's in that video also. So it was very fun. And then what was really wild was, you know, right before we made the video, I went out west and I was fishing in Idaho, and I was like, man, I hope I catch a big one for the video, because I had some big other species. And then I caught one of the biggest trout for the United States in 2020. It was a 26-pound rainbow. So it was a good way to final scene the video, I guess, or, you know, get the big finale going.
That is awesome. And, you know, we were talking off the air. Your wife, you just recently got married not too long ago. She's a great fisherman, too. She just logged into a big one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she's just got it. I mean, she's natural, because, I mean, I took her second time, and she caught a monster bass, you know, well over 10 pounds, you know, in that area. Yep. And it was a big one. And our wedding anniversary is coming up the 22nd of this month. So we're looking.
Congratulations. Boy, doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Already been a year almost.
Yeah, we're having a blast, so it's good. So we're I see us being together the rest of our. So I'm really happy about that.
That is awesome. I'm the same way with my wife. We got married, it'll be 3 years ago in October, and we got married right there overlooking the Kimberling City Bridge that goes across there into Lampe.
Oh, I know where that's at. Yeah, man, that's a beautiful place. Yeah.
It used to be the back deck of a barbecue place. They have since had to move because that little shack that he built caught fire on the 4th of July a couple of years ago. Somebody shot fireworks at it. Yeah.
Yeah. When did you get married?
October 10th.
What year?
2021.
21, yeah, man, because I remember my buddy lived out toward Kimberling City at one time, and I remember going out there and eating at that barbecue place.
Yeah, Pop Smoke Shack. They're one of my they're one of my sponsors. Man, he cooks up some good barbecue.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, he does. I remember it was really good because my buddy took me out there to eat. So
there
that's
you go. Awesome. Well, he just got a shout out. I'll have to tell him, and he'll have to listen to this program. I've actually got Indie Country Television going, and he's one of the sponsors. And underneath the TV screen is his logo, so you can click on there and order you up some great barbecue. That's for sure.
Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a perfect plug there to it.
We went there one day for lunch, and we're looking at that patio and the beautiful lake at Table Rock and everything, and what a neat venue. And we thought, well, what a cool place for a wedding. So we asked them about it, and she goes, well, when you get married, she goes, well, that's a Sunday. We're closed. You can have the patio. And so they give it to us, and so I had him cater our wedding.
Well, that is awesome, man. That's a beautiful place.
And they're family to us now, man. We've had a great relationship with those folks for a long, long time. We know their daughter. She just opened up a restaurant down in Galena just outside of Branson, so...
Yeah, I know where that's at too. Yeah, so that's great.
They're great folks. Yeah, we had to go to Galena to get our marriage license. That's actually in Stone County. So,
man, yeah, okay, yeah.
That's the county seat. But and congratulations on your 1 year anniversary coming up.
Hey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you guys meet?
Well, it's funny. I was having to judge a county fair near my house. I was one of the judges that judged the winners of the vocal competition.
Uh-huh.
And it's like the Haywood County Idol is what it was called. And her daughter was singing in the contest, and that's how we met each other.
How about that?
So that was pretty ironic. I mean, it just meant to be, I guess.
Boy, music brings people together, doesn't it? And sometimes in mysterious ways. How about that?
It sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah. My love of country music goes clear back to the early 90s. I'm sure that you're the same way. That 90s country is what made me want to do country radio.
Well, mine goes way back. I remember I got some old reel-to-reels dumped off that my parents had of me when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And my mom goes, hey, Jody, you better hurry. Johnny Cash is coming on. I was probably about, I'm guessing 5, somewhere in there, 5 to 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm going, Johnny Cash, so it's just hilarious to hear me. I love Johnny way back in the day when he had his own TV show,
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear his voice, too, that deep baritone voice he had. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Did I ever tell you, I came to Branson because the Blackwood Quartet wanted me to sing with them, and I came out there just to check out Branson for the first time, and this is about a year before I ever moved out there, and I was in the car with the main guy with the Blackwoods, and he said, hey, Johnny Cash is on the radio. You want to pull over here and meet him? He said, I know him. And I said, yeah, man, that'd be cool. And I was in the back seat because, the front seat was covered up, and he had a Cadillac, and he rolled the window down, and Johnny come out of the radio station there, and he had a big black hat on, a big duster. And my buddy said, hey, I want you to meet the guy we're thinking about hiring for bass, Jody Medford. And Johnny stuck his head in the car, and he went, oh, Jody, I'm Johnny Cash. And I said, that's so cool. I said, my mom would have passed out if she'd heard that.
Oh, man, yeah, that is awesome.
He
was great. And then, of course, the great Conway Twitty, he passed away in Springfield, Missouri, just north of us. And that's the first thing we started talking about was their world headquarters of Bass Pro is here in Springfield, too. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a beautiful place, too. That Bass Pro is amazing. I've been to a lot of them all over the country, but I think that's the best one, I'm sure, because it's the headquarters, but still, it's just a beautiful, I mean, everybody needs to see that if you like Bass Pro.
Absolutely. There's a lot of great history here of country music in Branson. I think it's still, to this day, and you'll probably agree, number 2 to Nashville. It's Mickey Gilley had a theater here before he passed, Roy Clark, Glenn Campbell, all of them back in the day, so.
Yeah, I know, and I was there during that time for a lot of that because I met Glenn several times, and of course Roy, and used to go see the Roy Clark show every now and then, and all that. And Ray Stevens was there too, I think, during that time, so that was pretty cool.
And the Oak Ridge Boys, they had their theater here for years, and now one of the hospitals here in town has taken that over and built a clinic there. But and they've been doing it for, like I say, 50 years, and they haven't retired yet fully because they just don't know when their last date's going to be, but I got to go see them here in Branson. They've been performing at the Mansion Theater a couple times a week. So I don't know what took you to North Carolina, so let's ask that question. How'd you end up there?
Well, I was born and raised there in Asheville, North Carolina, or here, I should say. And, and I moved away for, 15, 20 years, and then just was called back to be in the mountains again, because, Branson has mountains, but they're not like these. These are, I think the highest mountain peak east of the Rockies is here in western North Carolina.
How about that?
So that's cool. So, I just like the mountains around here. Plus you get all 4 seasons. It's really a nice deal there. So that's good.
Our grandfather started bringing us to Branson to Silver Dollar City, that 1880s theme park, and getting us season passes. And they were from Webb City, Joplin, Missouri area. And so it's about an hour and a half north of us and a little bit west. So we'd come down here and enjoy that. And we did that as kids, like 6, 7 years old. So you never forget that. And, grandparents make a big impact on people's lives. And that always did. And I always loved this area. And I thought, one day I want to move here. So we made that move about 12 years ago.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's just, it's a beautiful area out there, and like I said, it is mountainous compared to the rest of, Missouri. And I love, it's a beautiful place, and it was a fun place to work. It's, what I always told everybody that blew my mind the most was punching a time clock to go sing. I said, that's the weirdest feeling in the world when you
isn't it?
Put a time card and go out and start singing, that's different.
Well, we're only going to give you 30 minutes on this program, but you didn't have to punch a clock, so.
No, I'm good.
And you don't have to sing live. I've got your fully produced stuff.
Hey, that's how it works, doesn't it? Yeah.
And a great video to this first song. You mentioned it. Bill Dance is in here. Larry Stewart, I'm friends with him too on social media, so he's great. They've played in Branson here many times, and I'm sure they've played at Silver Dollar City. They've got this Echo Hollow amphitheater down there.
I've been there,
they've had everybody there. I was working there actually. About 4 summers ago, I was working out there doing security, and they put metal detectors in there to stop a handgun from going into that kid's theme park. But they had a line out that far from Lone Star, and it was raining that day, and people were lined up like I couldn't believe.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, it's that's a beautiful place to perform too. I mean, that's a great theater down there, the amphitheater.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, you was talking about Larry Stewart. First time I ever heard Restless Heart, I was just like blown away. I mean, I run straight to the store and bought the CD, and it's just like what a voice he has. And then Richie, we can talk later on about Stop the Pain, but Richie and Larry have both played for our charity.
Nice.
And that, in my opinion, that's 2 of the greatest lead singers in the history of country music.
Boy, isn't it? Yeah, that gives me some ideas. We can talk about them here in just a little bit. Let's play I'd Rather Be Fishing, though, from the great Jody Medford on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
There was an easy time, summer days on slow unwind, me and my dad fishing with 2 freshly cut cane poles. Yeah, world seemed like a bigger place, it moved at a slower pace, and the center of the universe was our secret fishing hole. The dollars and divorces, the years and the bad horses that I chose to ride down 1,000 dead-end roads took me to a bitter place. I got caught up in the race. It's a burden that I'm looking to unload. I wanna cast my line, set a hook, turn my back and never look back at all the things it took. Smile right off my face. Bury my toes in the Carolina mud. Live my life like rather be fishing. I'd rather be fishing. Folks just look at me and say, boy, you're a fool to walk away from all that you got going. Man, you got to stay on top. They don't have a coon dog's clue why or how I got these blues, but it's jump off time and I'm looking for a place to stop. The lying and backstabbing, low down money grabbing just left me with a bad taste in my mouth. But I'll start my revolution and end this persecution and find my solution just a little further south. I wanna cast my line, set a hook, turn my back and never look back at all the things it took to smile right off my face. Bury my toes in the Carolina mud, live my life like I know I should, do the things that do me good. To hell with that rat race. I'll say it loud to anyone who listens. I'd rather be fishing. I wanna cast my line, set a hook, turn my back and never look back at all the things it took to smile right off my face. Bury my toes in the Carolina mud, live my life like I know I should, do the things that do me good. To hell with that rat race. I'll say it loud to anyone who listens. Yeah, I'll say it loud to anyone who listens. I'd rather be fishing, yeah. I'd rather be fishing. I'd rather be fishing. I'd rather be fishing.
Once again, his name is Jody Medford. That is called I'd Rather Be Fishing, and there's a great video to that you got to check out on YouTube as well. And got Bill Dance in there, Larry Stewart, and awesome video too. Love it.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Yeah, that was a fun video to make, and then to have all those guys in there helping me out, that was just an honor.
Yep,
you know.
That is for sure. Now, we were talking a little bit off the air, and you kind of brought it up, but the frontman of country is Larry Stewart, Tim Rushlow, and Richie McDonald, the former lead singer from Lone Star. Love all of those guys, and you brought it to my attention. I wasn't quite this familiar, but combined, they've had 30 number one singles.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, maybe Luke Combs will get that, but I mean, the way new artists are coming and going anymore, I don't think you'll see that hardly ever from anybody again. Those guys, it was well deserving to them. That's three of the best singers you'll hear anywhere.
Absolutely. They performed a year or two ago at the Galois Theater up there in Springfield. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, I tell you what, and then their harmony together, it's just unbelievable how good they sound as a group, and then doing their hit solos, you can't beat Bluest Eyes in Texas and Already There and, stuff like that. It's just unbelievable, what all songs they were part of,
I'm looking at American Made again, since you brought that up. I'm looking at guys like Tommy Ballard, Gary Scott, Rocky Yelton, and the great Jody Medford. So I bet you guys sound as good as the Oak Ridge Boys, too.
Man, I tell you what, we've all been fans of this group, and then we all pretty much can cover the parts of what they're doing. So it's exciting. I can't wait till people get to really hear us live and get to make their opinion.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever make a trip back to Branson, I'd love to meet you and see you in a live show as well, and do a little fishing too.
Yeah, man, we need to do all that. We had a call not long ago to come to Branson, but it's just not worked out for us yet. So we're we're going to see what we can do in the future, and I'll definitely keep you posted with that.
Well, and I would love to see some of the places that you're going there just outside of North Carolina. You're talking about lakes in North Georgia that have these big old bass in it, and I need to get out more. I've never actually been east of Nashville, believe it or not. So.
Yeah, you need to come out this way. You might like it. It's got a lot of mountains out here. I think our highest mountain peak is about 6,000 in elevation, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they got these Ozark Mountains, but they're not near that big. But boy, it's sure beautiful here in the fall, and that's why we wanted to have a fall wedding too. So.
Oh yeah. If you're going to live in Missouri, there's no prettier place to live than Branson, and in that area, you know, that's a beautiful place. You know, and the fall is awesome. I lived there for many, many years, and you're right.
Absolutely. Well, you got another great song that has a video to it we're going to play next called She Can't Cook. Now, I don't think this is talking about your wife because this came out before you guys got married. So.
Yeah, you're right. And the funny thing about it is my wife can cook great. I've been on this massive diet to try to lose weight because she is such a good cook. I gained. Yeah. Well, and 3 months ago I weighed and I was 242, and I've been just trying to kill it and lose weight. And I weighed today and I'm 215 even. So man, I'm like,
that's awesome. Congratulations.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
I went to the gym today and I dropped 10 pounds instantly. I was glad that dumbbell didn't hit my foot.
Yeah, man, I know how that is.
That could have really been bad. So
this song is awesome. I mean, my buddy wrote it, and the first time I heard it, he had a demo of it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's funny!" You know, it's just got some great funny lines in it, and you know, like it's talking about we're eating sushi because she can't cook, you know, because it's just funny. It said she likes to go fishing, baits her own hook, but we're eating sushi because she can't cook, you know. So it's some great lines in there, and the girl we used is phenomenal. She's become a good friend. Her and her husband have, and I'll tell you what, I don't think we'd have found a better girl for the part in the video. She modeled for Maxim magazine and different things like that. So. No, I don't know how many young boys have wrote me and went, man, that's the perfect girl for that video.
So, there you go.
So it worked out good.
Definitely have to check that one out. Jody Medford and She Can't Cook. On a more serious note, your third song that's going to complete the interview tonight is called Stop the Pain. There is so much pain out there and so many things going on in the world, and unfortunately that causes some people to take their own life.
Yes, it does. My mom committed suicide, and that's why I started the charity I run. It's called Stop the Pain Concerts, and you can go online at stopthepainconcert.com, and it'll bring it up. And we have concerts, and in between the bands that play, we let people get up and speak who've lost a loved one to suicide. And I mean, they don't hold back. They tell exactly what happened and how heart-wrenching it is. And I've had 3 people write me since we started the charity about 6 years ago. I've had 3 people write me and said that they felt like the concert saved their life, that they were contemplating suicide and wasn't really thinking of the people they're going to leave behind. And they're all still here. So thankfully I'm so thankful for that. And, thank God they didn't do anything terrible, And my goal is if we save one life out of all this, it's worth it. But to hear from 3 people at one concert, that was amazing. And we've had some great people, Chemo Forest and all these people that came down and performed. And then our second concert, we had Larry Stewart from Restless Heart, and the front man came down and was our headline entertainer. And then 2 years ago, we had Richie McDonald from Lone Star, and the front man come down and be our entertainment. And it sure helps us. It helps us raise money to have these big name artists come in, and we've had a lot of people want to donate just because of that. And I started the website because I lost my mom, and it was so hard to deal with that emotionally. Plus, we had to come up with money for the funeral because back then they canceled her insurance due to suicide. And so we had to come up with $10,000 like in a day or two.
Wow.
So that's a big strain sometimes when you're in those situations. And that's what we do. We try to help people. The money we raise, we give to families who've lost someone. We pay for their funerals. We pay bills for them. If it's the breadwinner of the family, we get groceries and take it to the families. And, we do everything we can just to keep the people who've lost somebody going. And we pass out pamphlets during the entire concert telling mental health facilities for everybody so they can get help for kids and adults if they feel like they're having trouble.
That is amazing. You're doing a great service to the folks, my friend. And yeah, you mentioned Chemo Forest. You know, he's a member of the Cash Creek Band. I had a great time interviewing those guys. We've done a couple of interviews with them, and he plays for Alabama too, the band, and tours with them. And you know, I heard this phrase a long time ago. It really stuck with me. That suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Yep, you're right, man. I mean, if people can just hold on, especially kids, just here in western North Carolina, in my area, within 2 counties, in about the last year and a half, 7 kids have committed suicide. 2 were 12, one was 13, one was 14, and they all were, and the rest of them were in high school. And, you know, you just don't think a 12-year-old can get that depressed, but for one reason or another, they did. You know what I mean? And, it's heart-wrenching to hear the stories of the family trying to save their children and finding them the way they found them. I mean, all this stuff hits home, you know, and especially for me since I had to deal with it myself. Yep. And I feel like I've got a good connection with what happens to families because I've been there. I'm not just speaking from from an assumption. I'm speaking from living it. Yeah. You know, so I feel like that they welcome me more because they know I've had to deal with it too. You know, so so I agree with you. It's you know, and I think the video I produced the video myself, and I just felt like I want to put this in the perspective that most people don't look at it because most people haven't lost anybody. I want to put it in the perspective of where people watch this and go, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that caused that." You know what I mean? Or this is really the way it is. So, and I had a friend of mine, and he's a Christian guy, and he sings. And he's like, well, I hope that works for you. And I said, no, I hope it works for everybody. I said, what you don't realize is this is really what happens. You know, people who are not around this, they're closed off to it and they don't understand. They want to turn their head to what's really going on. And if we're going to help people, you can't just turn your head and walk away from this.
Right.
You know, you got to jump in and try to just be there for people. You know, and that's what we're trying to do.
You are doing such a great thing. And, you know, we talk about it on all these interviews, how therapeutic music is. It helps you because you're going through it and you wrote the song or something like that, but it also helps others that are going through the exact same thing at whatever point in time they are in their life.
Yeah, man. I totally agree with that. There's been a lot of times, you know, even when I was a youngster, you know, music just takes you away from everything that you got going on. Yeah. You know, whether that's a bad relationship or, you know, just broken heart for one reason or the other, you lose somebody, you know, not the suicide, just old age or something. It's heart wrenching. So a lot of times you hear a song and it brings you out of that for a little while.
Absolutely.
So that's good.
Where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more of your music and maybe donate to the Stop the Pain cause or whatever else you got going on with it?
Yeah. You can go to the Stop the Pain at www.stopthepainconcert.com, and we have a PayPal on the front of our page. They can donate if they'd like to help. And I'll let you know this, me and my staff don't take any money from the charity. 100% of what we raise goes to help families who've lost loved ones. Mm-hmm. So we, you know, it don't matter how much money's in there, we don't take it. It's just left for the families. And then you can catch me on Facebook. I have a personal page. I think I've only allowed 50 more friends, and then my personal page is full. And then you can go to my music page. It's Jody Medford Music on Facebook. And then you can go on my Instagram page, and it's just Jody Medford. And let's see, I'm trying to think. That's about the main ones. Now I have like a Instagram page, but you can check out my Instagram page too. It's on there. Okay. So they're all good. What did I say the other one was? Instagram, Facebook, and what was trying to think the other was that? I can't remember what I was saying. Was they both Instagram or?
I think so.
I think so too. I'm sorry. I'm just sort of.
That's all right.
I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anything out, but yeah, and I do have a Twitter page, but I don't use that a whole lot. So,
I don't either anymore. I got to 12,000 followers on that, but when it's now forever known formally as Twitter, so I'm not doing much over there either.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. I'll usually hit. You know, most of the people that want to hear some music, they either go to Instagram or. And it's funny because we have people, I cut that song Moonshine a long time ago with Cash Creek. Mm-hmm. And this is crazy, man. I mean, I've had, on that song, I've had like 3,000 people record our version of that song, like, and make their own videos on TikTok.
Wow.
And TikTok released a statement, which I have on my page. I think it's 859 million views on all their videos together from our song.
Isn't that amazing?
That's crazy, man. If I got paid for that, I'd just fly out there and take you fishing right now.
There you go. I wish you would.
I tell you, man, it's just amazing. You can get all those views and everything, and a lot of times if you got the money for them, it'd be great. But
Yep.
I think that's why a lot of people are having issues with TikTok, because they don't get the money.
Yeah.
They just get the exposure.
Well, I'm going to throw a fishing pun out there. I'm sure glad we hooked up for another interview today.
Yeah, that's it. Me too, man.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Jody Medford. And by the way, on Jody, it's Jody. So go check out Jody Medford all over social media and tell him Tim Kelly sent you. And let's take him over 5,000 friends on Facebook and cap that off, all right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, we'll cap off this great radio interview tonight. Thank you for doing it, and have a great weekend. We'll see you on the radio real soon.
Yeah, man. Take care, buddy.
It's called She Can't Cook from Jody Medford on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Let me tell you all about it. Oh, yeah. She's a long, tall, high-heel country boy's dream. Looks like something off a movie screen. She was her mama and her daddy's darling pride and joy. The only little girl in a house full of boys. They gave her everything, no matter what it took. Only one thing missing, Lord, she can't cook. She can't cook, I don't care. She can make a passenger train stop and stare. Oh, she's fine, and she's mine. Me and that gal eat out all the time. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. She can build a fire, she can put up a tent. She even kicks down on half of the rent. Makes the best margaritas that you've ever had. When I stay out late, Lord, she never gets mad. When we go fishing, she baits her own hook. But we're eating sushi, 'cause she can't cook. She can't cook, I don't care. She can make a passenger train stop and stare. Oh, she's fine, and she's mine. Me and that gal eat out all the time. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. You know I don't. The pizza boys all fight to get to see who delivers. 'Cause when she opens the door, they all shake and they shiver. We get pizza for free, and they get a look. We're all happy that she can't cook. She can't cook, I don't care. She can make a passenger train stop and stare. Oh, she's fine, and she's mine. Me and that gal eat out all the time. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. Not at all. Mercy.
Best in New Country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
So many people hurting, doing nothing that ain't working. Too many hearts to heal. Y'all, if I'm keeping it real, loss cuts deeper every time. No more standing by, letting darkness in. We can do better than this. Stop the pain.
Stop the pain.
Stop the tears.
Stop the tears.
Stop letting hope just up and disappear. Stop turning the other cheek. Give someone reason to believe that loving arms are never far away. Stop the pain. From the little girl who can't fit in, the overweight to the special needs kid, an addict trying to get clean, hateful words on a screen, depressed that just wants the pain to end, someone who can't find a friend, a vet without a home. For anyone who's picked on Stop the Pain.
Stop the pain.
Stop the tears.
Stop the tears.
Stop letting hope just up and disappear. Stop turning the other cheek. Give someone reason to believe that loving arms are never far away. Stop the pain, yeah. It ain't right, it ain't fair. They deserve to know we care. Let's come together now and turn this thing around. Stop the pain.
Stop the pain.
Stop the tears.
Stop the tears.
Stop letting hope just up and disappear. Stop turning the other cheek. Give someone reason to believe that loving arms are never far away. Loving arms are never far away. Stop the pain. Ah, yeah. Be the change. Whoa. Stop the pain.
His name is Jody Medford. That is called Stop the Pain, and what a great time we had tonight on the interview with the Tim Kelly Show. And man, I love talking to him, and we're going to get together one of these days. We're going to catch some fish, and we're going to have a good time. But that Stop the Pain thing is a serious thing, so go check it out and contribute whatever you can to the cause. Jody Medford's got it going on. Check him out at Jody Medford Music everywhere. And like he said, he or his staff don't make any money on the donations that they take in. His own mom committed suicide and took her life, and that happened to a cousin of mine. We've all been affected by it in some form or another, and it is a real thing, and it is a serious thing, and he's doing a great thing and helping other people out with it. That is for sure. Jody Medford, go check him out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. We are live on our YouTube channel at KICR Indie Country Radio, and live on our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Just hit that Radio Boss player, and the Tim Kelly Show has an app. If you'll scan that QR code on our website, it will want you to put that into your phone. You can just put it to your home page of your phone, and then the next time you click on it will be next Thursday night and Friday night, both times at 7 p.m. Central Time. You'll only hear music or me talking when we are live on the radio on that particular app as well. Mackenzie Phipps is going to kick off hour number 3 with her new single. It is called Pick Your Poison on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
It's been one of those nights where the neighbors can hear us scream, and I know after this fight you'll go to that bar across the street, and I'll be left here all alone thinking, what the hell did I do wrong? While you're
said you talked to her all night, and all I can say is you can have it your way. But if you come back home tonight, you may see hell at first sight. After that $100 whiskey out the door, flushed all them pills down the drain, you won't be feeling good no more. Hey, and I found your stash and lit it all over the floor. So when I pour that gasoline, hit it run right out to the porch. Well, I see your car pulling right up in. I look at you and say, you picked your poison. It's 2 in the morning, you're nowhere to be seen. You're probably back at her apartment, cozied up under the sheets. You know I put up with this shit more times than I can truly count. So when you're finally through with me, I think she'll start to figure out that you may seem like you're one of a kind, the kind to walk her home at night. You'll give the picture perfect life, and after some years go right on by, she'll start to see the life behind those deep sapphire eyes. So after that $100 whiskey out the door, flushed all them pills down the drain, you won't be feeling good no more. Hey, and I found your stash and lit it all over the floor. So when I pour that gasoline, hit it run right out to the porch. Well, I see your car pulling right up in. I look at you and say, you picked your poison. I knew that when I finally beat up for you, I sure enough put you through the hell that I went through. So I threw that $100 whiskey out the door, flushed all them pills down the drain. You won't be feeling good no more. And I found your stash and lit it all over the floor. So when I pour that gasoline, hit it run right out to the porch. I'll wait to see your car pull right on in. Now look at you and say, you picked your poison.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
And this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
A lot of honky-tonkin' left in me. Them nights and I'd like to see. Just too much going on. Wanna go on home to sleep. I got a lot of honky-tonkin' left in me. It's way too early to head to the house. It's late, but I ain't ready for this party to wind down. A little 5-piece band is rocking, and there's long necks 2 for 1. Ain't got no plans of stopping. I'm just starting to have fun. I got a lot of honky-tonkin' left in me. Them nights and I'd like to see. There's too much going on. I wanna go on home to sleep. I got a lot of honky-tonkin' left in me.
That is the latest single from George Dearborn. It is called Lot of Honky Tonkin' Left in Me. I love the sound of that. And we just booked a radio interview today. I'll let you know when that's going to happen. You need to check out my full radio interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. We got a bunch of good ones coming up and still booking more. We just did George Dearborn today. We're going to get him in a time slot. And pretty soon I'm going to be interviewing this next artist. He is from Australia, probably listening to us live right now, and it's already Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning over there. His name is Dean Weston, and his latest single is called It's Easy on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I believe in what you say, but not in everything you do. I don't know if you know me, but I sure as hell know you. If you tried to do for me the things I do for you, well, you can take what you see. It's free. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. Why can't we try to stay together? Don't let us drift apart. I'm just asking you to follow my lead, and we'll make a brand new start. If you tried to do for me the things I do for you, well, you can take what you see. It's free. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. We can make it alright. I can show you how. Come on, give it a try. Baby, don't let me down. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy. Easy. Yeah, it's easy. If you tried to do for me the things I do for you, well, you can take what you see. It's free. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. We can make it alright. I can show you how. Yeah, we can make it alright.
Hey everybody, this is Willie Braun with Reckless Kelly, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
I see you talking on the payphone. I see you walking through the parking lot alone. I see you sitting on a park bench. You're everywhere and it makes no sense, but it's nothing new. Everybody looks like you. I see you driving on the freeway. I heard your name on the radio today. A redhead on a trolley car.
every girl in this bar with green eyes or blue. Everybody looks like you. Everybody looks like you, but they can't take your place. Everybody looks like you. Everywhere I turn, I see your face. You're pushing strollers on the sidewalk, your head back laughing at the coffee shop with a flower tattoo. Everybody looks like you. I see your face on a billboard, standing in line at the grocery store and the movies too. Everybody looks like you. I see you sitting on a park bench. You're everywhere and it makes no sense, but it's nothing new. Everybody looks like you. Everybody looks like you. Everybody looks like you.
They are a great group called Reckless Kelly. That is Recleess, Reckless Kelly, and Everybody Looks Like You. And I want to thank Willie Braun from the group for making me that great liner. That just came out of the blue. It was in my email the other day, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. Thank you guys for doing that. Well, you just heard Reckless Kelly live on the Tim Kelly Show tonight. You can see them live at the Ozark Empire Fair in Springfield, Missouri. That'll be July the 30th. So next to the last day of next month, go see Reckless Kelly live at the Ozark Empire Fair, Springfield, Missouri, July 30th. And tell them Tim Kelly sent you from the Tim Kelly Show. I might have to go see him myself. I'm off that day, not doing anything radio-wise either, so that's going to be a great time. Ozark Empire Fair has got some great concerts. Presley Hale is up next. Her last name is Haile, if you want to check her out. This is her latest single. It is called Lone Star State of Mind from Presley Hale on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a New Music Friday.
We went swimming in the tide.
up my guitar. You know it's really not that far. When you called, you said I'd have a place to stay. But here I am in Denver, sipping the California wine, and I've got all night to remember you. I'm in a Lone Star state of mind. Yes, I've got all night to remember you. I'm in a Lone Star state of mind.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Hey there, Dr. Jekyll. Hey, buddy, how are you? It's sure been a long damn time since we chilled like we used to. You got it all together since you left that mess behind. But now and then I'll linger in the corners of your mind. There's not much more than I can say, and if you let me out, there'll be hell to pay. And I'll be damned if you make it out alive. There ain't no use in trying to run from high. You can try your luck, but it's a game you're bound to lose. Two devils on your shoulder trying to tell you what to do. But I'll be right here when your give a damn is gone. We both agree you've kept the beast at bay for way too long. There's not much more that I can say, and if you let me out, there'll be hell to pay. And I'll be damned if you make it out alive. Yeah, there ain't no use in trying to run from high. Can't have the sunshine without the night. On the other side, the wild in your eye. You created me to carry out your dark desire. So when the darkness comes to light, there ain't much more that I can say. And if you let me out, there'll be hell to pay. And I'll be damned if you make it out alive. Yeah, there ain't no use in trying to run from high. Yeah, there ain't no use in trying to run from high. Yeah, there ain't no use in trying to run from
That is the title track to the latest project from Wade Jennings. It is called Jekyll and Hyde. And of course, Wade Jennings is the grandson of Waylon Jennings, and he will be live with me on July the 11th on the Tim Kelly Show. We'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time, and he will be my special guest at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. That's going to be a great triple play Thursday. You want to be sure to tune in for that one. And like I said, go check out all the great interviews that we have coming up on the bottom of the homepage of our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I'm looking forward to talking to Wade Jennings. I'm looking forward to talking to this next gentleman, too. His name is Mike McAdoo. He is from Branson, Missouri. And this is called Two Can Play This Game on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I was cruising into town just the other night with a new girl by my side. I ran into a friend who wanted me to lend him some money for Saturday night. Things were going smooth, I didn't have a care till I saw my old flame sitting there with a new boyfriend, just as happy as she could be. Well, I stopped my truck and I went up to her and I said, how could this be? I thought you were at home crying and I'm wondering whatever happened to me. Well, a big old smile came across her lips as she squeezed her boyfriend's hand. She let me know real quick that I didn't fit in with her immediate plans. She said, two can play this kind of game, don't you see? Well, don't leave me at home sitting all alone, just your memory. I didn't like the way that you hurt me before, I'm glad you walked out my door. She said, two can play this game, don't you see? This kind of game, don't you see? Don't leave me at home sitting all alone with just your memory. I didn't like the way that you hurt me before, I'm glad you walked out my door. She said you could play this game, don't you see? She said you can play this kind of game, don't you see? Don't leave me at home sitting all alone with just your memory. I didn't like the way that you hurt me before, I'm glad you walked out my door. She said two can play this game, don't you see? She said two can play this game, don't you see?
To the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Mama was a drummer in my first country band. Daddy was a cowboy and I used to lend a hand. He taught me how to gamble, how to ride and break a horse. He taught me patience through divorce. And I was only 12 years old when I taught myself guitar. I sat up every night till we played our first bar. And Mama sang and played those drums, and that became our life. On stage we were hell on wheels all night. Mama, take me back to the times we had back then. Mama, take me back so I can live all that again. Oh, Mama, take me back to those hills I used to ride. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. One day I looked up and she was 85, but she still loved the music. Hell, that's how we survived. And Daddy comes to visit. You know, he's a little slower than he used to be. And I'm still playing music, 'cause that's my mama's love. And Mama, take me back to the times we had back then. Mama, take me back so I can live all that again. Oh, Mama, Mama, take me back to those hills I used to ride. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. Oh, Mama, you used to love those Texas pines. We talked about it all the time. I remember that cool spring night. I sat by Mama's side. She reached up and touched my face, her eyes bright with pride. Please sing that song, the one you wrote for me. Guitar in hand, I slid up close and sang so she could see. Mama, take me back. Mama, take me back to the times we had back then. Mama, take me back so I can live all that again. Oh, Mama, Mama, take me back to those hills I used to ride. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. I love you, Mama.
Mama, take me back to those Texas pines. Well, if you haven't guessed, she's from Texas. That's right. Her name is Terry Knight. It is Terri on Terry. Terry Knight, and she is from Texas, that's for sure. She does a great radio show, too, out of Colorado City, Texas. She is on 107.1 Wolf Country. So that is awesome, and she's going to be my special guest on July 11th as well. After the Wade Jennings interview at 7:30, Terry Knight will join me at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and you can check out that schedule once again on KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. Got lots of great radio interviews coming up, and I'm excited about them. And of course, if you miss them, they go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, also on our website as well. This next artist was on season number 20 of American Idol. His name is Dan Marshall. This is called Heaven's Honky Tonk on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
There's a place up above, past the big white clouds and the footprints on the moon. It's filled with the truth. It's got Gibson guitars and no broken hearts. I just wish it wasn't so far, 'cause right now George Jones, Johnny Cash and Chris Ledoux sitting up there talking in a corner booth. Haggards playing Mama Tried on an old barn stool. The bartender's turning water into whiskey. Everyone I love sipping cold beers with me. I can see it now, the whole crowd singing along in Heaven's Honky Tonk. Every time I hear thunder, it makes me wonder if the bass drum is kicking a working man's blues, or the sound of the hardwoods meeting Granddaddy's boots. Is he spinning Grandma around on the floor? That's a dance he's waited so long for. And right now. George Jones, Johnny Cash, and Chris Ledoux sitting up there talking in a corner booth. Haggards playing Mama Tried on an old bar stool. The bartender's turning water into whiskey. Everyone I love sipping cold beers with me. I can see it now, the whole crowd singing along in heaven's honky-tonk. When our wells run dry and our hearts beat their final tune, best believe we'll be sitting next to George Jones, Johnny Cash, and Chris Ledoux sitting up there talking in a corner booth. Haggards playing Mama Tried on an old bar stool. The bartender's turning water into whiskey. Everyone I love sipping cold beers with me. I can see it now, the whole crowd singing along. Heaven's honky-tonk. Heaven's honky-tonk.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
He was a right away kind, love him and leave him back to the wind, not looking back kind. Never seeing her reaching across the bed for him with a tear in her eye. She was a hopeful soul, holding on to nothing, believing it was something worth a pile of gold. Watching that horizon, praying she'll find him in a trail of smoke, but she won't. He's gone like a tumbleweed in a Texas wind. John Wayne disappeared.
is an alumni artist of season number 6 of NBC's The Voice Team Blake, and my good friend Audra McLaughlin. We got to meet last September the 30th when I hosted Freedom Jam USA and welcomed her to the stage, and she puts on a great live performance, ladies and gentlemen. And I had her live on my show last month on May the 24th. That is in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives too, if you missed that one. So go check out our interview. She is fantastic, and check out more of her music. Audra McLaughlin. This next artist wrote Wild Horses for Garth Brooks' No Fences album back in the 90s, and he's got great music of his own. His name is David Wills. His latest single is called When a Plan Comes Together on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I must have been kissing those lips just right. Look at that smile on her face tonight. I held her back, but just close enough. I think she's falling in love. Don't you love when a plan comes together? When the pieces all fall into place. When you're so close, your heart knows you're standing on the edge of forever. She swore she'd never fall again. Oh, but I knew better. Don't you love when a plan comes together? A blanket of stars and soft music on. Even the moonlight was playing along. Her little heart never had a chance. I felt her melt in my hands. Don't you love when a plan comes together? When the pieces all fall into place. When you're so close, your heart knows you're standing on the edge of forever. She swore she'd never fall again. Oh, but I knew better. Don't you love when a plan comes together? When a plan comes together, when the pieces all fall into place, when you're so close, your heart knows you're standing on the edge of forever. She swore she'd never fall again. Oh, but I knew better. Don't you love when a plan comes together? Don't you love when a plan comes together?
Once again, his name is David Wills, and that is his latest single. It is called When a Plan Comes Together, and there's a great video to that song you need to check out over on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now on our page of KICR, Indie Country Radio. Go check that out, and this show is also live. It's being recorded. We're going to send it out to 10 radio stations, and I'm going to put the Tim Kelly YouTube that we're doing right now, the Tim Kelly Show YouTube, on that archive that on our website as well. We've got a tab for everything, ladies and gentlemen, including classic country radio. Some of these artists are keeping traditional country music alive. If you love the classics, go check out Classic Country Radio, and you can download that app as well. This next gentleman finished second place in this last season of American Idol. His name is Will Mosley. This is called Good Book Bad on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
He was 17, quarterback on the home team, on the back road and in between his 5th and 6th beer. Then he saw those blue lights and couldn't walk that straight line. His daddy cussed and mama cried when they bailed him out of there. He got in the truck, they said you got what you deserve. Brought him a button up and drug his butt to church. Said, boy, you need the good book back. All your running around's gotta slow down a little. You're living just a little too fast. You gotta meet the man somewhere in the middle. Sometimes you gotta take a step back, look at you and ask who you are down in your heart. You ain't that far off track. It ain't that hard to get back. You just need the good book back. He was 28. They thought they were gonna wait about a week from the due date. He'll never forget when she woke him up in the dead of the night. Said, grab the bag, I think it's time. When the rest of his life got there, he looked at the man in the mirror. Said, boy, you need the good book back. All your running around's gotta slow down a little. You're living just a little too fast. You gotta meet the man somewhere in the middle. Sometimes you gotta take a step back, look at you and ask who you are down in your heart. You ain't that far off track. It ain't that hard to get back. You just need the good book back. You just need the good book back. Life don't stop and no one's perfect. The straight and narrow throws you curves in. If you're anything like me, sometimes all you need is the good book back. When all you're running around's gotta slow down a little. You're living just a little too fast. You gotta meet the man somewhere in the middle. Sometimes you gotta take a step back, look at you and ask who you are down in your heart. You ain't that far off track. It ain't that hard to get back. You just need the good book back. Yeah, we all need the good book back.
Country sounds like this.
Stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart.
And this.
This old shirt is getting worn. The knees of these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should.
And this.
Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door, my own guitar, and on my knees in a crowd in a dive bar.
You're listening to the best new country music on KICO, Indian Country Radio.
too late. Come a little closer and lay my head up on your shoulder. Oh, we're only getting older. Let's not wait. I wanna take a long ride. Yeah, yeah. I wanna take a long
Her name is Megan Irby. That is U-R-B-Y, and that is called Long Ride. That song doing quite well on the independent country music charts. I would do myself a favor and go stream that song, Megan Irby and Long Ride. Well, thank you for joining me for this long ride tonight. 3 hours of the fastest 3 hours in radio on the Tim Kelly Show, and I want to thank my special guests, Nicole Witt and Jody Medford, for joining me on the program tonight. We will see Nicole Witt on June the 30th at Southbound Bar and Grill. She's going to take the stage at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll take lots of pictures and post them on our social media as well. But until then, we will see you on the radio next time, which will be next Thursday night on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. There you go. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, we will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, oh, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that